Alright, so I have been receiving more updates about the injuries on the set of Beast Games, confirmed by multiple people that I am going to be telling you about today. I'd like to read you 2 statements from Beast Game contestants who witnessed the same and, in my opinion, a horrifying event. I've actually received more than 5 statements about this exact situation, but for the sake of this video, I will be reading 2 of them. I'm a very slow reader. I'm dyslexic, so I just thank you in advance for being patient with me. I'm really trying to do the best I can, and in the future, I plan on reading many more statements. I'm currently in contact, and I'm talking with a little over 200 people who are involved on the show. Here's the first statement. The lack of water, food, and medical attention was embarrassing and sad. Women and elders injured. I witnessed 2 seizures, a sprained ankle. Staff and medical did nothing to help her, leaving her for hours crying. Teammates were helping console and aimed to get the staff to assist. PAs ignored us. I witnessed a rope literally wrapped around a young woman's neck, choking her out on the red team. Multiple people being trampled on their heads and chests. I blamed the production and Mr. Beast for standing in front of us, encouraging the mosh pits and people fighting over jerseys. Many of us, nervous for our safety, it was difficult to breathe or even stand up straight. The ones eliminated were discarded without food, water, hotel, or flight home. Without a safe space to decompress, we just sat around the casino at slot machines, delirious and starving. In some cases, for over 24 hours without anything. Spouses and family members were furious. I know one account of someone driving across states to come pick up their loved one. The production's travel department was non-responsive. No one would answer calls or emails. The hotel would not let us rebook unless there was a flight arranged. Here is the second statement from a different verified competitor. The very first challenge, it was 5 teams and 400 people pulling 10,000 pounds. At first, they split us up into 4 teams, A, B, C, and D. So we all lined up in front of the rope. When they told us that we had to split into teams of 400, no one moved. So instead, they said we would get our colored jerseys for our teams. They started throwing jerseys, and this led to me in a mosh pit getting squished. There were 3 other girls around me, but were shorter. We were trying to keep each other from falling as we were getting squished. This was honestly so scary for me, and I know they won't show this. I ended up getting out of the pit and saw a male contestant who had 8 orange jerseys. I asked him for one, and he told me no. The strong young men were picking their teams so they could win. My team ended up being the red team, of older people and rest women. We ended up losing because the people at the end of the rope had fallen down and the rope was choking them. People were on top of each other, squishing them. Production told us we had to keep going and they weren't going to stop the challenge. Well, that led to us stop pulling and start helping those who were hurt. This incident led to 6 other contestants to leave who had won. They saw and heard what happened and said that their dignity was worth more. I'm going to stop reading the statement, and I just want to clarify for anyone listening that these 6 people who left were not people who lost the challenge. These are people who won. They were able to stick around. These are people who turned down $5 million or a chance at $5 million because they didn't want anything to do with this production and how people were being treated. When we got into the room where they had us all wait, I talked with some of the younger production team. They said that the game wasn't fair and that the orange team had mostly all strong men. They also said that our team had about 20 to 25 men, who most were old and the rest were women, in a team of 400. This was crazy to hear. They were so not prepared for 2,000 people, and it shows. I'm so glad I got eliminated so I didn't have to endure with the lack of sleep, eating meals that were in no way filling, and the lack of structure. To end this video, I want to directly address the people who are saying, well, they're competing for $5 million and of course it's going to be dangerous. That is simply not true. Productions have been giving away millions of dollars on reality TV shows for decades while still managing to keep their contestants safe. I'm genuinely worried that if changes don't happen on the set of Beast Games, something more tragic will happen. I'll talk to you guys soon.